The historical vintage photos are not considered valuable in their own right, but they never fail to emphasize the memories they hold. Have you thought of how the world would feel if there was no such way to capture your memories? So here I am today with 20 such vintage photos that hide shocking secrets. First up, we have a man standing on the first cables during the construction of the Golden Gate Bridge, with the Presidio in San Francisco in the background, 1935. With only 11 fatalities, the $35 million bridge had a remarkable safety record. At least 19 persons are said to have been saved by a large net hung beneath the construction site. Moving to the second photo, we have a crazy man buying cigarettes from your hospital bed in the 1950s. Hospital patients might indeed purchase packs of cigarettes from their hospital beds. Even in their hospital quarters, they could smoke them. The third one is the historic U.S. Route 50, the East-West Highway known as the loneliest road in America. In its July 1986 issue, Life magazine gave it the title The Loneliest Road in America. The term gained popularity, and Nevada currently uses it as a highway marketing slogan. Next up, we have a photo of the Starship Enterprise model and the men who built it in 1965. The spacecraft's unique design has stood the test of time, and variants of Jeffrey's model are still used in television programs and motion pictures today. The next is a photo of Jimi Hendrix as a paratrooper in the U.S. Army in 1961. Jimi Hendrix, a reckless and disobedient teenager, was detained twice for joyriding when he was 19. With his choice to serve the nation got a chance to change his life. Moving to the next, we have a father and his little girl riding on their penny farthings in the 1930s. The quirky name of this style of the bike comes from British coins. The penny is much larger than the farthing, like the wheels on this bicycle. At number 7, we have a cute photo of a little girl hugging Leo of Rianulton, the 6-time champion bloodhound, England, 1935. Comfortable with children, bloodhounds like Leo are used by emergency personnel to track lost children, missing people, and escaped prisoners. Next is a monowheel from the 1930s called the Dinosphere. Believe it or not, this crazy-looking vehicle was built based on a drawing made by Leonardo da Vinci known as the monowheel. At number 9, this is the oldest Harley-Davidson, built in 1903. This rare Harley is marked Serial No. 1 and can be seen along with other vintage motorcycles at the Harley-Davidson Museum in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We are halfway now, and the next photo is the original Moulin Rouge, built in 1889, the year before it burned down in Paris, France, in 1914. From can-can girls to cabaret to live music, the Moulin Rouge has seen it all. Then on number 11, we have Robert Wadlow, also known as the Alton Giant and the Giant of Illinois, who was 8'11" and the tallest person in recorded history. Next up, we have Yoda with his creator Ralph McQuarrie. Everyone who saw Empire Strikes Back instantly fell in love with Yoda, the little creature on Dagobah who just happens to be the most powerful Jedi in the universe. Moving forward, we have an Ottoman supply lying in the desert, the same place where Lawrence of Arabia ambushed it, on the Hejaz Railway during World War I. On number 14 is colorized photograph of the Grand Duchess Elizabeth Fyodorovna in 1887, nearly 20 years before her assassination. Then we have painter Bob Ross nursing a baby raccoon. His mother wasn't a fan of Ross' rehabilitating ways. When he finally owned his own home, he turned his backyard into an animal rehabilitation center. Next up, we have women delivering ice in Lower Manhattan, New York City, in 1918. During World War I raged in Europe, women worked in factories to deliver heavy blocks of ice. On number 15, we have gas prices in 1939 that were ridiculously cheap. Imagine going down to the gas station and tossing some loose change on the counter so you can fill up your tank. Next is Yakini. The baby gorilla reacts to a cold stethoscope during a checkup at the Melbourne Zoo. That's cute. Then there is one of the final photographs taken of the comedy duo Laurel and Hardy 1 year before Hardy's death in 1957. And finally, we have the photo of the 1930 Steamline KJ Henderson motorcycle was beautiful but impossible to ride. Doesn't this look like the kind of motorcycle that a superhero would ride? As cool as this bike looks, the 1930 Henderson model KJ Streamline was impractical and hard to ride. We have now reached the end of this video. Please like and share it with your friends if you enjoyed it. To ensure that you never miss an update, please subscribe to my channel and ring that bell icon.